let's get wacky. Tejano norteño, we talk to them all. Su servidor el bomb, Bomba Gómez, su compa Eddie el producer. And now it's time for Bumpa's Wacky Wednesday.
This is René Intocabe, and you're watching Bumper's Wacky Wednesday.
Looking to purchase your dream home or what to sell your existing home? Call our friend Ricky Ray, the realtor, at 956-424-5724. He will help you get approved. No credit, low credit, no problem. So give him a call today at 956-424-5724.
Pinners, San Antonio's premier men's clothing store. From suits to casual wear and accessories to our authentic Guayaberas, Pinners is known not only for our outstanding quality, but for our free expert custom tailoring to ensure you get the perfect fit every time. The experience of being fitted at Pinners is one of a kind. Come see why Pinners has been serving our customers for over 100 years. Located downtown on West Commerce with convenient free parking. Pinners, family owned since 1916.
After more than 3 unforgettable decades, the legendary, the iconic, Elida Reyna y Avante take the stage one last time for their farewell concert, La Despedida. From her beginnings in the Rio Grande Valley in 1992 to her gold status album and timeless hits throughout an outstanding career. And now, we honor the voice that defined a generation. 2-time Grammy Award winner, Elida Reyna y Avante. It all happens Friday, December 12th at the Majestic Theater in beautiful downtown San Antonio, Texas. Tickets are available now at www.majesticempire.com for the final show of Elida Reyna y Grupo Avante. Expect special musical guests as Tejano music comes together to say goodbye to a legacy of música, historia y corazón. Come sing with Elida one last time.
Wacky Wednesday. It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, live from this beautiful, beautiful bar here in downtown San Antonio. I'll give out the name a little bit later because I don't want 100 people outside screaming to come up, right? But big thank you to these guys. Just a beautiful, beautiful place, man. Welcome. Welcome to tonight's episode. I gave you guys 2 warnings earlier. I let you guys know, tonight's a special night. It's a special, special night, and I hope everybody. I don't care, where you're at, what you're doing. If you're not sharing tonight's show, you're doing our industry an injustice, right? So make sure you guys. Right now, the show is absolutely free. Whether you're watching on Facebook, whether you're watching on YouTube. Make sure you guys, share tonight's episode. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And for everybody that's tuning in, thank you guys so much. So check it out. Throughout the live tonight, we are going to take a few questions from you guys. So if you have a question for Elida, of course, we're not going to answer them all, right? But we will take a couple, maybe 2 or 3 questions from the chat, and we'll definitely ask Elida now that she's here with us this evening. But she's not here with you guys yet. Just not yet. You got to bear with us, right? Again, me and Eddie have worked really hard for tonight. We really have. This is something special, very, very special to both of us. Elida is a pillar in our industry, just to say the least. And we're going to talk about that tonight. This is somebody who in an industry that was not very nice, I wouldn't say nice, right? But it was just difficult for females to make it in this industry. And like I said earlier, Elida was able to set a goal for herself. She reached it. She did it. And now she's going to have a chance to look back and look at it all. People dream of doing what this beautiful woman has done. They dream about doing it. It's one thing dreaming about it. It's one thing to start it. But, dude, let me tell you, it's another one to finish it. And Friday, she's going to finish it. Right? So if you haven't got your tickets, if you have not got your tickets for Friday, I'm telling you, by the end of tonight's show, it will be sold out. And the reason I tell you that is because there's less than 100 tickets left right now up for grabs to buy, right? So if you go to majesticempire.com, that's majesticempire.com, click on Elida's event, it'll show you the tickets that are left. I promise you, by the end of the show, it's going to be sold out. All right? So if you're coming to San Antonio this weekend and you want to see Elida one more time, tonight's the night. Again, thank you guys for joining us. You're in for a special night. And before I introduce both of my guests tonight, we have a little something for her. Just something to show you in just a short glimpse. 30 years. 30 years. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the 30 years of the beautiful and lovely Elida Reyna.
Yo comencé a cantar a los 9 años. Comencé en la música tejana porque me influyó mucho la música de Laura Canales, que fue la primera mujer en la música tejana. So, ahí es donde comenzó todo para mí.
Y al continuar con este programa especial, aplauso en el estudio porque tenemos a Elida y Avante con nosotros. Bienvenida a este programa especial y gracias por aceptar esta invitación porque eres uno de los productos del talento de nuestro mágico Valle del Río Grande, que te vimos nacer artísticamente y nos sentimos muy orgullosos de todos los logros que estás obteniendo, Elida.
Pues gracias, seguramente queremos darte gracias a ti por siempre darnos esa oportunidad de estar en tu programa, ¿verdad? Desde, más jóvenes, hace unos pocos años, ¿verdad? Que estuvimos todavía estamos jóvenes, ¿verdad? Pero estábamos más chiquillos, ¿verdad? Y siempre nos diste la mano. Recuerdo cuando fuimos a tu estación de radio aquí en Harlingen y teníamos un sencillo así, como ni en CD ni nada. Y estábamos con compañía y tú nos diste esa oportunidad. Pusiste la canción en radio y todo, y la gente nos conoció gracias a ti y a la estación de radio que es WW. Y pues te damos muchas gracias porque quién sabe si sin ti a lo mejor nunca nos hubieran oído.
Claro que sí, el talento se pone de manifiesto y además yo tengo un recuerdo de no hace muchos años, de uno de los primeros temas que comenzaron a escucharse, Sembrar en ti. Mira este monitor, ¿te acuerdas?
¡Qué pena!
¿Te acuerdas? Fíjate que es más, ya tenemos audio, ¿verdad? Ok, ya tenemos audio. Sembrar en ti. El afro, fue fue el 91, 92, 90. ¿Te acuerdas de Sembrar en ti? ¿Qué año fue?
El 90, 91.
90, 91.
Elida y Avante y la selección Luna Llena. You got it. Take it away, Elida. You got it.
No me puedes decir si por ahí puedes ver a mi amor. Hace mucho que lo ando buscando. Si lo ves, dile que estoy llorando porque extraño su amor.
You all are a fantastic band.
Thank you.
How long have you all been in the business?
Well, we've been together as a band for about going on 3 years.
Going on 3 years.
Yeah, going on 3 years.
And how does it feel, to be, after 3 years? I guess 3 years,
No, excuse me, it's not 3 years. We're going on 4 years.
She's lying
4
to me,
years.
man. We've started with the lies already, the rumors start. Okay, 4 years. Okay,
Yeah,
4 years.
we're going on 4
Okay,
years.
well, that's cool.
Yeah.
And after 4 years, do you feel you've already accomplished what you want to, or do you feel like you've barely started, or, at what point do you feel you're at right now?
Not at all. I feel that we still have a long ways to go. We've got...
Lágrimas de amor que enseñan el dolor. Te sigo amando, te sigo amando. Tú eres el hombre más lindo en mi vida que me enseñó a querer. Te sigo amando, te sigo amando. Pero tú llegaste. Mataste al alacrán que había picado mi corazón. Avante. Come on. Hey.
Y hace como pocas semanas, ¿verdad? Tuvimos un CD release party at the Hard Rock Cafe en San Antonio. Y todos estuvieron ahí, fue un éxito excelente, un porazo que se hizo. Y no, hombre, pues ojalá ya en Houston también vamos a tener otro CD release party en unos pocos días también. Y pues nomás estamos con mucho ánimo para seguir adelante con la música de nosotros.
I always like performing Duele because we get such a great response to that song. It's always so much fun. You never know what to expect. You never know how the people are going to react. Sometimes people jump on stage. Sometimes the women are crying. You just never know. So that's always one of my favorites.
Ay, por Dios, cómo me duele ver cuando se me apaga el sol, estoy perdiendo la razón. Por alguien que no merece que lo quiera.
Te marchas cuando yo más te quería. Me dejas con una profunda herida.
Please welcome the very hot Elida y Avante.
Ya bastas, que siempre me lastimes, que pides que te olvide. Como un destello que sale del sol, mágico. Y cada día un poco más amor. Tal vez era necesario darnos por perdidos para darnos cuenta que cuando se tiene todo no se extraña nada hasta que se ausenta.
You have no other nicknames?
Me? I got Ellie, Elida. No, I don't like Elida actually. My mom calls me Elida.
Which is
or
mad.
Mija or
Yeah.
Prieta or, you know.
Es una mentira para mí. Quiero sentir a tu dulce amor en todo momento. Oh, oh, oh. Fantasía. Oh, oh. ¿Qué más quieres de mí? No ves que me estoy muriendo.
One last thing before I leave. When I was a kid, I used to go see Elida Reyna at the Roadhouse, and it's one of my dreams come true to be able
And I
to.
remember seeing Jesse as a little
Bien.
mocoso. ¿no?
Sí.
No, he wasn't.
But to have the opportunity to be able to sing with her is an honor, is a privilege for me. And one day, ya cuando estemos viejitos, we'll look back and we'll say, hey, look.
We'll look back and we'll say, wow, those are some good times.
And we'll be able to say, and you were part of it.
Thank you guys. We love you.
God bless you.
Juntos hasta morir, tú y yo volaremos hacia el cielo. No nos podrán vencer, nuestro amor es fuerte, no podrán separarnos, no. Y pagaré mi error. No sé si perdonarte. Yo quiero volar a un paraíso.
¿Cómo te sientes, Elida, estando una vez más aquí en Monterrey?
Pues feliz de estar aquí una vez más, agradecida. Quiero darle gracias a los fans que vinieron a verme, que tomaron el tiempo para tomarse una foto conmigo.
Por ejemplo, ¿cómo te sentiste ahorita? Como que querías llorar, ¿verdad?
Sí,
Pero
sí.
te dijeron que la reina, la nueva reina
Sí.
de la música tejana, ¿cómo
Pues,
te sientes?
Ay, pues no sé, es algo que yo solamente, yo hago esto porque me encanta la música desde que estaba así chiquita.
Déjate amar.
Hi, my name is Elida Reyna, and I want to introduce you to my new extraordinary makeup line called Colores. Primeramente, es un orgullo para mí ser parte de la familia de Ford. Las épocas de fiestas es un buen tiempo para reflexionar en todo lo que estamos agradecidos. Estoy agradecida por mi salud, por la salud de mi familia, por tener esta carrera tan bonita, estar rodeada de tanta gente que me quiere, que yo los quiero a ellos, fans, amigos. Estoy muy agradecida.
Te miro y no puedo creer cómo es que eres tan perfecta. puerta mía voy a abrir.
Quiero dedicar este premio para todo amigazo del mágico baile de Texas.
This is for my fans. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone, members of radio and press and loyal fans watching from home. Today, as I gather with you, it's with mixed emotions and excitement that I announce my farewell from the stage and have spent more than 30 years. Your life doesn't end because I'm not in the music business, because I feel like I have a lot to offer, and I mean artistically too. I'm actually excited about the future. I'm excited about slowing down and just doing more things that I enjoy doing. So it's gonna be hard to let that part of my life go, but at the same time, I'm excited to see what's to come and what I can do.
Hi, Elida. I've known you for 30 years, and I wanted to congratulate you on your amazing career. I love you.
Congratulations on your amazing career. We love you, Elida.
We want to wish Elida congratulations on a very, very successful career, and thank you for everything that you've done for the Tejano industry.
Thank you for all the beautiful music you gave us, your beautiful voice. I hope you enjoy your retirement.
Elida, thank you for all the years of the beautiful music you made. We're definitely going to miss you.
Well, I told you guys you're gonna need. I warned you guys earlier to get some tissue, but I didn't even follow my own advice. That was amazing, Eddie. Amazing job. Just looking at some of the chats already, people already hitting me up. It's like, dude, why did you start off like this? You already got us in our feelings. But I tell you, for me, doing what I do and being able to do these interviews, to peep over to my left shoulder and see Elle enjoy in just a few minutes. 30 years can go by really, really fast, especially when you're doing something you love. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and my privilege this evening to introduce our guest and her wonderful husband too, right? The beautiful and the lovely Miss Elida Reyna. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Thanks,
I think
Bumper.
I'm good.
No, El,
Thank you for that.
oh,
Beautiful.
you're very, very welcome.
And Eddie.
Yo, of course, dude. Eddie, it was back and forth. Like, Bump, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think? And, Eddie, sometimes you just got to let Eddie go and let Eddie do Eddie things. And he did a wonderful job on being able to try to squeeze at least 30 years in just a few minutes. And again, I'm glad we were able to do this on the platform. Super, super cool. Elida, Lalo, thank you guys so much for making this happen. A year ago, I thought it wouldn't happen. And the reason I said that is because I got a phone call from Lalo. Well, I got a text. Call me when you get a chance. So I call Lalo. Usually, he's just going to shoot the shit or something. And he's like, no, hey, man, I got something to tell you. You can't tell nobody. Like, I need you here. And there, me and Eddie went, man. We drove a few hours to the Valley for your guys' announcement of the farewell tour. And I still couldn't believe it, bro. I drove back, and I was like, I don't believe it. Like, there's no way, dude. It's Elida. Like, we got to have Elida, But it happened. The announcement was made. And Lalo, do you believe it's already been a year, bro?
Yeah, we've been talking about that. We can't believe it's here, right? Well, yeah. But yeah, we did talk about that just the other night, and I was like, man, it feels like we just announced, and at another interview we talked about that. We knew that the last 3 cities were going to be San Antonio, Monterrey, and the Valley, and so God has blessed us to work out that it's going to happen here at the Majestic. It's just to see that. To see what my compadre over there, Eddie, did. This wasn't supposed to happen on the beginning of the podcast, so thank you very much for that.
Well, that's why you wear your sunglasses.
Yeah.
We know it, bro. Our eyes get really, really sweaty.
Yeah.
And speaking of the show, man, there were some questions I had to the end, but you brought it up. How in the hell did you guys were able to line up the stars? Rewind. Why San Antonio? Why San Antonio? Why did you pick San Antonio to be the very last show for Elida?
Because this is where it all started for me at the Tejano Music Awards. My first performance in my blue dress, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about. It was the first time I'd ever performed Luna Llena. And, it just felt right. It just felt like the right thing to do. And, of course, I could not do my raza, my hometown of the RGV. So we said, let's save the best for last, and that's exactly what we did. We did Monterrey, we did RGV, and then we San Antonio. And in case you don't know, a lot of people think that I was born and raised here. I was born here, but then I was raised in the RGV, and so to be able to do that, perform there, was an amazing show. Monterrey as well, and then to come here to finish it all where it all started. It just felt right.
It just makes sense.
Yeah, it just made sense.
That's one part. The second part, Lalo, how in the heck were you able to line up all of these amazing stars that at one point in time in their career collab with Elida? Everybody gigs on Fridays, bro. They gig on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So how did the stars align for this day for you to have so many wonderful artists to be at the same place at the same time?
You call them in February.
Wow. So this was already planned since February, bro.
Yeah, we had it. We had another venue. We kind of had the month on when we wanted to do it. We wanted to do it right after Thanksgiving, right? And then we thought, well, let's kind of stick it in the middle between Christmas and Thanksgiving. Maybe give some people a break from the holidays, and then so and then it just so Kansas, the band. It was between us and them on the Friday. So they actually gave us the Friday, which is amazing, that Majestic was able to land that. And then, so we to answer your question, I called Michael. Of course, I called Turner. I called Lucky. And then Elsa was just supposed to be Bert Ogden. And I talked to her sister, Lynn, and she says, hey, well, my sister wants to do both shows. I said, Great, yeah, let's do it. So then when everything happened at Bert Ogden and the emotion that we felt seeing Elsa with us on stage, I mean, I can't even. We've been talking about it since it happened. It was just a great moment, and so obviously we felt like it just makes sense to do it one last time, once again. It's just an honor, right? So yeah, so you just start early in the beginning of the year to kind of line all that.
And of course,
stuff
they
up,
were gracious enough to put that Friday aside because that's a money making night.
No, for sure.
For a lot
held
of
it for
a lot
us.
of
And it's a
Tahano.
kickoff to the holidays, bro.
Yeah,
it means a lot.
Shut's off,
So
they're ready to go.
I'm just
Yeah,
so
it means a lot.
grateful to Michael, to Jesse, to Lucky, to Elsa,
Campanas, who were
Campanas de America.
swamped. Yeah.
I think they have a show later on that night, same night. And so I'm just so grateful to them. I just want to thank them from the bottom of my heart. They've been a part of my career, these past 30 years. So it was just beautiful to, have them be a part of my last show. And so I'm just grateful that they're going to be there.
Yeah.
And we saw them in the video. I saw them in the background. ¿Cómo se llama el señor? The one with the mustache, the owner of the Campana de America.
Do you remember his name?
Yes.
Juan. Hey,
Juan,
el
yes,
vato,
yes.
he was young, bro. That mustache is a little white now. It's not as black.
And I go way back with Campanas. I mean, I performed Duele at the Tahano Music Awards. So we go way back. So why not, it's like going full circle. And so here we are, our last show.
And Lalo, Elida, what I really love that you guys picked a theater to do it in was, yes, I know you're going to get the people, they want to dance.
Why?
You know what I mean? Why in the theater?
Yeah.
You know what? You know why? Because you're going to absorb every song. You have nowhere to go. You have nothing.
Correct.
You have nothing to do but sit there,
And enjoy
drink, and absorb all the energy that's going to be given to you. You're not going to go out and, you're going to be dancing. No, you're going to be just, focus on the stage, focus on what's going to be a great, great show.
Right. And we've done the club scene for such a long time. I mean, we've done the dance. We've done that for so many years. For once, we wanted to just have them enjoy the show and actually watch a show, like with everything, that comes with it. And
it was nervous, booking these shows in advance. I think this is going to be our fourth sort of theater type of setting. And so it's nerve-wracking, right? But, man, I can't even tell you how much support she's had all year. I mean, every show has just been, numbers that we've ever seen before. But it calls for the love and the support that they have for Elle and 18 show. This will be the 18th show, I think, and what better way to end it at the Majestic, and it's just an honor, right? I mean, obviously, yeah.
No, for sure. Lalo, I'm glad that you were able to be. It's not just Elida. Like, I love that you're here because you guys are a team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are.
And speaking of being on a team, can you take us back, to the fans of Wacky Wednesday? Can you take us back to the conversation of even just the slight thought of calling it quits, of retiring from the Tejano music industry, so to say?
It actually started with Elle. It spawned with her. A couple of years ago, we started. It was crazy, man. We started getting these, and I don't want to say it was signs. There was things were happening in our life spiritually. We'd go to a store, and people they were staring, and I'm thinking they recognized Elle. So I just figured maybe they wanted a picture. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, you just kind of figure they want a picture, right? No, and this guy would come up to me and say, "Hey, can I? Something came over me. Can I just say a prayer for you? I just something came over me. Do you mind if we say?" And I'm at pump 16, bro, at a
gas station.
Yeah, the gas station, and there we are breaking in prayer, and those things kept happening, and so I let her. Go ahead and finish.
Well, something inside of me was already telling me that it was time. It was time for me. And I kind of went down this rabbit hole of, like, I've always been a spiritual person, but things just kind of started unraveling for me. And I really started seeking the Lord. And one day I needed him, and I realized that as much as I enjoy what I do, I still wasn't completely fulfilled. I wasn't completely happy. And I realized that it was because I didn't have the Lord in my life. And all these things that I was doing and all this success, it still wasn't bringing me the happiness that I thought it would bring me. And I just started reading the Bible, and I started really getting into the Word. And then I started kind of talking to Lalo about it, and he just didn't want to hear it because he was so focused on the career, the music, just the touring, and like, no, we just got to keep going. You got to keep going. He's a workaholic. He's on the phone, 24/7. That's just who he is. But I was already there. I was kind of getting there where I was just, but I didn't know how to tell him. And I just started to pray about it. And one day, I
went to church with her.
We went to church, and he realized, or I don't know, he just
it was just a moment. It was one song. It was one moment.
And he's like, you know what?
Yeah,
this is it.
It's time.
And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I think.
But you know what came over me was acceptance. Because you keep circling for more, and you want more, and you want more, and you want and I feel like when that moment that hit me there, that struck me there, was like, hey, accept what you've done, be grateful with what you've been blessed with. We've been blessed with so much, man. And so I started to understand what she was feeling. So then it raised the question, okay, so what are we gonna do? And then this is when she says, well, if we're gonna do this, you got to take me one more time around, as many shows as
we can.
So but I mean, it was led by Elida 100%. Obviously, I mean, she's the artist.
Yeah.
I'm the support system here, and here's the best thing, and I'll end it with this, that we're doing it together, bro. Like, it's one. It's not.
Yeah.
She's pushing, I'm pulling. I first, but then it just happened. I don't know. I mean, unless you've felt that spirit, unless you've felt that, then I'm talking gibberish to you. But
no, man.
Yeah.
I definitely feel you. Sometimes in life, things like that need to happen.
Yeah.
Because you question yourself so many times, and just little signs will come. And like my wife, she's big on that, like vibe and signs, and I've never been that way, but when she would explain them to me, I'm like, oh man, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I've started to I've been able to be more open to those things.
Yeah.
So Lalo, I feel you're a workaholic. You're thinking years ahead, and Elida, what you said just really struck me, saying that you've been doing it for so long, but for us, we would think that, man, I mean, what life do you want? I mean, you're on the stage, you get to travel, you get to sing. Like everybody thinks this is extravagant life. It has everything, right? Which it does. You're not sitting here saying that it doesn't.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, it's been a beautiful experience. I've done a lot of beautiful things. I've accomplished a lot of things. I'm very content with all of the things that I've done. I've done more than I ever imagined I would do, and so I'm very content with. I mean, I never thought I'd get 2 Latin Grammys. I never thought 40 plus awards at the Tejano Music Awards. Very great. I mean, just so grateful to the fans, obviously, because they're the ones that put me in this gave me this platform. So just so grateful. But all good things come to an end, and for everybody, it's different. For everybody, it's different. For me, this is my season. This is what feels right for me. People may not understand it, but this is what feels right for me, and so for me, it's time, and God provides, and He has other plans for me. As much as I love music, there's other things that I love too, and those are things that I want to pursue, which is the next chapter that I want to pursue. Other things that I want to do. But this has been a beautiful journey. I've made a lot of great relationships. I have the best fans. It's just been amazing. And that's not to say that I'm going to stop singing. I mean, this is who I am. This is who I've always been. By the way, I'm in my Laura Canales. I'm
representing.
I'm representing. She's the reason why I'm here. And so I said, you know what? I always said that one day I was going to wear a fur coat, never got to wear it. So I'm wearing it today.
On Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Probably one of the last interviews that I'll do. And so I to honor her, que en paz descanse, I'm like, I want it to be like Laura Canales. And she's the reason I'm here. So I wanted to honor her in this way. And so I decided to wear my favorite trench coat. And so with that being said, I mean, I feel like I've gone full circle. I'm just happy. I'm happy with everything I've done. And it's God's plan now. It's like wherever he leads me. And, you know, like just when Jesus came to this earth, he came to serve. And I think that we all get to that time in our life, all of us do, where, you know, in the beginning, I felt like it was all about me and my career and my this and my that. As you get older, you realize, you know, like your life changes, it evolves, and now you feel like, you know, we got to give back.
Yeah.
It's time to give and to serve others and help in wherever we can. And now that I know the Lord and I know the Word, and then I want to put His kingdom first. And of course, like He says, if He provides for the birds in the sky, why is He not going to provide for me? So His plan is always bigger than ours, and so that's
awesome, El. You know, not a lot of people in your situation will, you know, a lot of people veer from religion. They veer from, you know, professional life.
But it's not about religion.
No.
It's about
your faith.
It's about your relationship with Jesus.
There you go.
It's not about the churches in us.
I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, like,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people won't touch that. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just that's something separate.
Right.
I'm glad that you are comfortable and talking like that.
Thank you.
And speaking of being comfortable, I got to make your husband a little uncomfortable.
Sure.
If that's cool, right?
Sure.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking at the show and you're like, hey, este vato tiene cards for the very first time, bro. We're using some cards right here because I couldn't let tonight go without asking some awesome questions, right? And Lalo, this question is for you, man.
Sure.
Elida is sitting down in front of you, right?
Okay.
She's not your wife.
Okay.
She's the artist, Elida.
Okay.
She's calling it quits. What would be your words to her? The artist, Elida.
Wow. Wow, that's a great question. That's a great question.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm one of the band members, because we do have, you know, basically our band is like, I'll answer your question, but, you know, all the guys in the band, we're all like family at this point. And to tell them that we were going to do this a year and a half ago, they were all sort of ready, right? And Papo, Jacob, and Nick, probably the guys that have been with us the longest, they were all ready. They were all ready. Like once we said, they're like, oh, great. You know, we were kind of waiting, you know, it's a whole full year. Okay. So if I'm looking at it in that aspect, if I loved Elle like that, like a sister, I would say, hey, if you feel this is the right time for you, I'm ready when you're ready. And I mean, that's the only way I can judge it, because they're the closest thing, you know, to family that we have, and that we've been struggling. We've had success together, blowing tires, axles falling off. I mean, we've gone through it all, man. And so that's the only way I can answer that question, you know, because
if she's ready, you're ready.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that they're gonna stop playing. They may pursue other groups, and I hope they do. I mean, some of the guys still have that passion to do it. And again, like to kind of follow on what she said earlier, you know, wow, you threw me off with that question, dude. but I'll just say this. You know, as long as she feels positive about the answer, or about her decision, you know, for me, I'm 100% in, just like the guys would be. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I answered your question.
No, you did, but the question's not done.
Okay.
So now you're taking your Lalo and drumsticks, you're putting them down, you're getting home, you're opening the front door, and now you're Lalo the husband, and Elida's ready to to call it quits as a husband, what you telling your wife?
Oh. Well, it goes back to what happened, right? You know, I guess. Am I?
Yeah, I mean, hey, whatever.
I mean, it's what happened. I mean, because again, there was a push and pull there in the very beginning where I sort of wasn't.
He wasn't there yet.
I wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
I still had a little bit more, but it wasn't until, you know, you have that moment. But look, bro, I mean, because I can sit here for an hour and a half just talking about the business side of it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's so that for me, you say drums and sticks, bro. That's like the last thing that I do.
I know, managing,
seriously,
doing everything. No,
I mean, I just happen to play the drums at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just maneuvering the business as best as I possibly can. And there's a lot of bad decisions that you try not to make, or that you make, and you learn from them, right? But always with Elida at the top. And always protecting the image and not just because she's my wife, but because she deserves it and she's earned it, you know. And I just want to support as much as I can. If she feels this is right, I'm not gonna do this without. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
It doesn't feel right. I'm tied. Literally, she still says I changed my last name.
Reyna.
She says it on stage.
You know, I don't think people. I sometimes, if you stop, you don't think about that, but sometimes you're like, wait a minute, she was Elida Reyna before Lalo Reyna. So which Reyna did she take?
Right.
You don't
and
want to be
sometimes
Reyna
she
Reyna?
says it on stage. She'll throw jokes and she'll say, "I made him change his last name." You know,
like he's Reyna because of me. That's the joke on stage, but I mean, no, yeah.
Elida, you know, the show coming up in 2 days, man.
Yeah.
What are you going to miss the most about being on stage?
Well, a lot of things, obviously, but I'm going to miss how I feel when I'm singing the songs. When I really get into the songs, and then I'm looking into the crowd, and I could just tell the people are just like, we're just connecting. It's the most beautiful thing, the connection. I'm going to miss that a lot.
The vibe from the crowd?
Oh, heck yeah, I'm going to miss that. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful connection.
If you guys are tuning in, don't forget, we're going to take a few questions from the chat room that Eddie's going to pick out. So if you have some questions for Elida, make sure, feel free to go in the chat room. We're going to pick 2 or 3, and we'll ask them as well, man. You talked about a chapter. The chapter's closing. And I think a lot of people can relate to that, Elida. Like in life, it's like a book, right? Your life is like, people say it's like a book. And sometimes a chapter can be, it could be huge. Sometimes it could be really quick, but it's still a chapter.
Yeah.
Right? Which means there's another chapter. As long as it's not the end of the book, there's another chapter after that.
Right.
You know what I mean? This has been a thick chapter.
Yeah.
If you had to title the next chapter, what title would you give it?
It would be about just who is Elida. Like, a lot of people see Elida, the entertainer, the person on the stage, but there's another side of me, and that's the daughter side. I'm an only child. I have my mom and my dad. My dad, who has dementia, and so being the way we're brought up, we've all been brought up like in our Hispanic culture, we take care of our parents. That's how we were taught. That's what we were raised. That's what I want to do. I want to take care of my dad. I want to help my mom take care of my dad. I always put my career first. I was hungry. I wanted it so bad, and I was able to have that success. But now it's time to,
focus on family.
Focus on my family. Focus on my grandkids too.
Yeah, we've had long conversations before.
Yeah.
With no cameras about grandkids and kids,
right.
and just life. You've had great conversations with my wife. I love when those long conversations.
Sure.
And I think if I was to look at the book, and maybe I would hope the next chapter just be called Familia.
There
right?
You go.
Because you for 30 years. You've missed birthdays. You've missed, bapti, whatever we go to as normal and everyday things. And when do they happen? They're always happening on the weekends. You know what I mean? Because people work Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
So now, you're gonna have to organize a party, Elida, from the piñata, the cake. You can't
Yeah.
just, somebody else. You're gonna have the grandma duties to.
Yeah.
You ready for all that?
And I'm ready for that. Yeah, I wanna do all those things, those great things. And I mean, not to say I didn't do them before. We would just do it in different days,
Different
right?
days, yeah.
But I mean, I think anybody can relate. Like we're all busy, we're working, we're trying to provide for the family. I know that everybody can understand. But for me, it was on the road, like constantly on the road, like driving somewhere, recording, making videos, going on the doing radio, like all of that good stuff. It was great. I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it all. It's just there comes a time where, you're
ready. Yeah. For sure. And we have Elida here, we have Lalo here, but of course we're missing the rest of the band.
For sure.
So Lalo, I'm pretty sure you're gonna attack this question more than Elle is. What does the band? You said that, like you took from the band, like, hey, whenever you're ready, we're ready. But in all seriousness, not that that's not true. How did that go with the band when you came and said, hey, we're gonna have a meeting? And throughout this year, seeing them, your family, like you said, that's the closest to family you have year round. That you guys are around all the time.
Yeah.
They're calling it quits too, right? Not to say that they probably won't pay for somebody else or whatever. They're musicians, but this chapter of Elida Reyna is coming to a close for them too. They've been on the road too. They've been grinding too.
Right.
I know they're not here, but if you could sum up from them, for the people watching, what would you say? How is the band feeling right now?
Well, I think we had like a view of it, or like a preseason of it with COVID. Because during COVID, nobody was doing anything. So it was kind of like okay, so this is what it might be like if we decide. I mean, we've been talking about this for before COVID. Like we have been, how long do you think? Let's do it another 5 years. And then that would come and it's like, we'll do another. I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones that talk about that. Okay. So once that conversation happened, I'm telling you, it was literally in the Sprinter, and I just kind of called Jacob to the front. I called Milo to the front. They were all sitting right here. And I kind of told him, hey, we're going to make an announcement, one more year. And I'm telling you, like, two or three of the guys were like, oh, awesome. It wasn't like, really? It just wasn't that. But I think because they understood, bro. They understood the hustle, not just us, but all the bands that are touring. Dude, we were having one time I was having a conversation with René. And René también. I mean, those guys work on another level in the sense of gigs and stuff. And so he says, man, chingado, bro, like, we don't get that time back. It's gone. All the time that we miss with the kids and like, what you guys were talking about. But, no, just as far as the immediate answer from the guys was, we're in. Like, yes. Because you think, okay, we got to do this whole again. I got to fill the calendar again. But, bro, we had kind of started slowing down a little bit. We weren't just taking just any gig anymore. So the amount of shows had already come down, So it wasn't like we were working 60 shows a year or 50 shows a year. We weren't doing that anymore. Right. We already had kind of been more selective with the shows. So, anyways, but I think now, I think it's starting to affect everybody. Especially like the Bird Ogden, there was more emotion. There was a little bit more crying because we knew. But it all stems to the work, bro. And all the albums and all the shows and everything, what everybody would assume, why we would feel like this. It's going to be crazy, bro, on Friday. We're going to have to just really suck it up and just go in there and perform, and especially with Elida having to sing the songs and the best question I heard was like, what somebody asked her, what's gonna feed your endorphins when you don't perform anymore? That feeling that she gets from the people, how are you gonna get that? And she answered it by saying, God's gonna give me that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, what's better than that?
There isn't anything better than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's for darn sure, man.
Yeah.
That's for darn sure. You know, if you're joining us late, we're here with the beautiful and the lovely Miss Elida Reyna and her husband, Lalo. We're here talking about the farewell. That word, okay, I've been messing it up all night. The farewell tour that ends this Friday right here in San Antonio at the Majestic Theater. Shout out to Isa and all the crew there at the theater, getting ready to have you guys and host you guys there. You know, again, going back to being in the theater, it's just going to be magical. I can see it. I think, Elle, I feel for you the most, not because it's your last show, yes, of course, but Lalo talk, you know, he hit the nail on the head. The emotion that you're going to have to fight through
to get through the song.
To get through the song and still for us to be like, okay, that's how she sings it. You know what I mean?
And knowing that it's the last time, so I want to make sure that I hit every note and that I do my best to get through every song. I know what songs are already gonna hit, so that are gonna make me probably break down. So I'm mentally preparing myself.
Yeah. Speaking of songs, here at Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, we love songs. We love Tejano music. And of course, we team up with our good friend, Mr. Rudy Trevino, bringing you the top 3 songs in La Onda Tejana every single week. And this is this week's top 3 from Rudy Trevino's Tejano Gold Countdown.
Hey, this is Rudy Trevino from Tejano Gold Countdown, and you're watching Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And these are your top 3 songs of the week. 3.
No quiero perder tus besos, nuestra historia es un cuento, mi hija eres la que quiero, tú eres mi gran deseo, y yo te quiero enseñar todo, el amor que yo te tengo, tan sencilla que tú eres para mí.
2. Si me dices que sí, te prometo perderme en tus ojos hermosos, derretirme en tus labios, caer apasionado locamente en tus brazos. Si me dices que sí.
1.
Me estás atormentando, ¿qué es lo que quieres de mí? No tengo que entregarte, mi vida yo te la di. Tejano Gold with Rudy Trevino.
And those are your top 3 songs in La Onda Tejana. Saludos to our good friend, Mr. David Ligarza de los Musicales, holding on to that #1 song with the Tormentando. What a great, great song. Rudy, thank you so much for being a part of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Guys, make sure you guys check it out. Every weekend, the top 20 songs in La Onda Tejana with our good friend, Mr. Rudy Trevino, and the Tejano Gold Countdown. Look who the heck is on here, man. So it's a G-Man's turning in right there, man. There you go. Elida and Lalo, saludos. Saludos, G.
Hey, G.
I had lunch with that guy. That guy's doing big things, man.
Big things, yeah.
He's out there doing country. You know, he's one of us out there doing big things in the country world, man. Saludos to G-Man. Lalo, you brought up something. You know, people think they see you as a drummer, but they don't see you on the phone, managing, driving, getting them there, right? And then once you get this is what I've learned in the industry, right? Getting to the gig that's the easy part. Because once you get there, there's always something that's not right, something you got to fix, and you only have like this much time to fix it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And of course, the band's gonna look at the band leader and be like, "Hey, dude, like, hey, it's not working.
Yeah,
like, what are we gonna do?"
Yeah, for sure.
You gonna miss that?
No, not that. You know, I had so I have a routine. Like on Mondays, normally I have my routine to get ready for the weekend, and it was the first time that I thought, like, man, this is gonna be the last time. I have this. It's just a tick that I have in my brain where I have to wash. I don't care if it's raining, bro. 60% outside, I have to wash whatever vehicle we have. It's almost like a thing where I feel like I'm washing off the mojo or bad vibes and just kind of reset for the weekend, right? But no, I'm not gonna miss the blowouts, and yeah. But you know what? To maybe get a little detailed, we've been very blessed to have a good team. We've always had a good team. Her cousin Rob, bro, like that's the guy that's gonna get under the trailer and fix whatever he needs to fix. We've it's like a full circle where we have all the the guys that we had for 7, 8, 9, 10 years on the crew, they're coming back for Majestic. So I'm gonna have like my all-star guys on the crew, bro. Like, but these are the guys that I trust. Tony Ramirez, Louis, Tyson, Zeke, G. All these guys, they wanted to be there for us, bro. You know, and it becomes like a family thing and trust and all that stuff. But no. I'm not gonna miss the blowouts. All that other stuff, no.
He's like, I got my golf clubs, bro. I'm not missing that. That's for dang sure. Yeah. Elida, a question before we go into a commercial break, and I don't want you to answer it. I want you to answer it after we come out of commercials. But I just because I want
think about it.
I want you to think about it, right? What is the most meaningful thing that has ever happened to you in your 30 years as the artist Elida Reyna? One of the most meaningful things, whether it was on stage, somewhere, just something to the effect, you know, where Elida Reyna had something. What was the most meaningful thing that has happened to you in 30 years in the music industry? And these are the people who sponsor Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.
Pinners, San Antonio's premier men's clothing store. From suits to casual wear and accessories, to our authentic Guayaberas, Pinners is known not only for our outstanding quality, but for our free expert custom tailoring to ensure you get the perfect fit every time. The experience of being fitted at Pinners is one of a kind. Come see why Pinners has been serving our customers for over 100 years. Located downtown on West Commerce with convenient free parking. Pinners, family owned since 1916.
Looking to purchase your dream home or what to sell your existing home? Call our friend Ricky Ray, the realtor, at 956-424-5724. He will help you get approved. No credit, low credit, no problem. So give him a call today at 956-424-5724.
Hey guys, it's Leo Correa with Grupo La Calma and Internet and Marketing Manager here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center in Odessa, Texas. Our General Manager, Mr. Anthony Patterson, a huge fan of Tejano music. So we are proud to announce that we are proud sponsors of the Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Every Wednesday, guys, if you know anyone, family member, friends that is in the market right now, make sure you come by and visit us here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center in Odessa, Texas. You can visit us online, www.ronhoover.com. If you're in the market for a fifth wheel, we have both C classes, A classes. We have travel trailers, everything that you need to make memories with your family. Come by over here. We're located at 1529 East 2nd Street. 1529 East 2nd Street here in Odessa, Texas, or give me a call. Our cell phone number is 210-906-3796. We're here for you guys, and come by and see why everyone's talking about Ron Hoover of Odessa, Texas, your West Texas. Yes, guys.
Blue Agave Travel proudly presents the big deal, Lucky 13, Tejanos in Paradise 2026. No passport required, selling out of the Port of Galveston with a full-service casino, dancing, and more. February 1st through the 7th on Carnival Cruise Ship Dream with your host and co-host, J.R. Gomez and Bumper Gomez. Your onboard DJ, Chris Tejano Man Tristan. Live performing artists, Joe Posada, Jaime de Anda, Chente Barrera, J.R. Gomez, Max Baca, Roel Martinez, Johnny Martinez, Savannah Boshin, and Amanda Solis. And our featured artist, the Latin Breed. Register today, 512-375-5711, or go to TejanosInParadise.com.
Are you a disabled veteran unsure if you're receiving all the benefits you deserve? Contact Just for Veterans, Coach Retired Sergeant Major United States Marine Corps, Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. With a deep passion for serving veterans from all branches, he specializes in VA ratings to ensure you receive what you've earned for serving our nation. At Just for Veterans, getting your disability claim processed is now straightforward, thanks to our veteran design system. Don't delay. Book your consultation today with Oscar Ronellis at 951-388-4072. Remember to mention you've seen this ad on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Just for Veterans, if you don't win your claim, you don't owe us anything. Your benefits matter, and we're here to help.
Imagine a porch that protects itself, a door that locks on its own. Imagine being in two places at once, lights that work like magic. Imagine what you could do in a home like that. Now, stop imagining. Call Laura Hernandez at 210-262-8402 to start protecting your family and home with Vivint today.
Hello, everyone. Rick Valderrama, mortgage loan originator with Vantage Bank, mortgage NMLS ID numbers 428763. I'm here to share with you some information about an amazing program that we are offering in low to moderate income areas and high minority areas in the whole state of Texas. This program offers zero down, no private mortgage insurance, and credit scores as low as 580. All applications are subject to credit approval. Reach out to me for more information.
Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget our favorite place to eat in the city of San Antonio, Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant. Tejano staple, brother. You need to go there. Ask for the Javi special, especially if you love carne asada. If, like, you're hungry, you want carne asada, or you want enchiladas, you don't know which one to pick, pick the Javi special, baby. You get the best of both worlds. Carne asada inside the enchilada with some American yellow cheese. Lalo, don't look at me like that. It's amazing, brother. Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant, 410 in Marbach, open every single day. Make sure when you go, you tell the waitress that you saw this on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. You know, saludos to all the staff there at Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant. They're huge Elida fans. They're huge Tejano fans. And Elida, they got pictures of you probably in your elementary years in there. They got all kinds of great memorabilia there. Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant, 410 in Marbach. Let them know Bumper sent you. And, hey, it's starting to get cold. You need to get your heater fixed. Hit up Pinnacle Aire, my good friend, Mr. Richard Trevino, 210-722-7231. If you turn on your heat, y huele quemado, call my boy, Richard Trevino. He will take care of you, man. If you're looking to change out that old AC, hit him up. He'll take care of you. Pinnacle Aire, proud sponsor of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the godfather of Tejano music, David Lee Garza, coming Christmas night to San Antonio, right to Thirsty Horse Saloon right here in San Antonio. You're not going to want to miss it. David Lee Garza y Los Musicales. They're going to be giving away 2 $500 gift cards, so you don't want to miss it. Thirsty Horse, Christmas night, December 25th, with the legend himself, Mr. David Lee Garza y Los Musicales. And then, right, same place, Thirsty Horse Saloon, New Year's Eve party with La Voz de San Antonio, El Hijo de San Antonio, Mr. Jay Perez, and also the Delta Boys from your neck of the woods, Elida. The Delta Boys are going to be in the house along with Bad Boy Al, Bad Boy Josh, De Luna Entertainment. We look forward to seeing everybody. New Year's Eve party, right, at Thirsty Horse Saloon. Make sure you get your tickets at all Cavender's locations. $20 pre-sale tickets. Now we're good. Hey, Lalo.
Yes, sir.
We stepped up the game a little
Great
bit,
job, bro.
We stepped up the game a little bit,
I couldn't
brother.
do that.
Right?
Great job.
Before we go back into the interview, I want to give a big abrazo. I know a lot of you guys are saying, Ira, watch out, Bumper. Hey, Eddie did the injustice. He didn't get the shoes. And I've been stretching Elida, so I can't. I'm sore right now. Hey, he got him. He got him right there. Watch out.
Wow.
Los Stacy's, vato. Big shout out to our good friends at Pinners Men's Clothing right here in Eddie, not the song, vato. Chihuahua, dude. Big saludos to Frankie, to all the guys, Max, all the guys there at Pinners. Man, I went in this week. I told them what I had to, what I was looking for, and they made it happen. So if you're looking for some men's clothing, top of the line, I'm talking, they'll get it fitted to however you want. Pinners, downtown San Antonio, right there on Commerce. You can't miss it. When you show up, make sure you let them know that Bumper sent you. Oh, I'm still on, right? I was like, we're going into a commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Elida and Lalo Reyna talking about the farewell concert that's happening this Friday at the Majestic Theater in downtown San Antonio. I don't know, can we check in real time?
Yeah, we just checked. Jen just sent me.
Jen, is it helping or no?
80. We have 80 tickets.
We got 10. Tickets. We got 10 already. Yeah. 10 are gone.
80 tickets.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there's only 80 of you left that are going to be able to get in to this place, right? Think about the 80 is not a big number. It's not a big number at all. So, if you guys want, I'll allow it. Jump off the podcast, or you know what? Put it on the TV. Get your phone out right now, and we're going to go to what?
MajesticEmpire.com.
MajesticEmpire.com. You'll see the beautiful Elida's. You'll see her poster there. Yeah. Click on it. It'll show you the seats that are left. Look who the heck's on. My favorite pavilion right there. JC Cárdenas. Saludos, carnal. Thank you for watching.
Hey, JC.
Make sure you guys get your tickets. It's going to be a show that you don't want to miss. You guys heard about all the extra people, all the superstars that are going to be there. Lalo had them all lined up. He had them all lined up. He gave us the secret. He started early. He got them all there. And so, you know, all the great collabs that we've had with Elida over these 30 years, you know, would you say mostly all of them are going to be there, right? I mean, of course, besides, may he rest in peace, Jimmy Gonzalez.
Well, there's like Ben wasn't able to make it. There were some that were just not, it was just not possible, right?
Yeah.
But you kind of focus on the bigger, the hits like with Michael, Queremos como amigos, right? And then Juntos, of course, would turn. It was just like, we had to do it. And then Elsa's the plus, Lucky's the plus.
Oh, for sure,
Lucky's a
man.
brother, man. You know, me and El were just talking about. I think we've done maybe 30 plus songs together that we've written. I think I've written the most with Lucky and Juan Trevino.
Dude, Lucky posted the other day a post of how many songs he's written.
Yeah,
dude, it was ridiculous.
Dude, a lot of those are Elida songs.
Dude, it was ridiculous. I said, you know what? I told him, you need to make sell thumb drives como los DJs. Thumb drives of all the ones that you've written. Yeah. Elida, you know, I know you're taking it in, especially this week, right? This week is
trying to take it
all in.
Yeah, for sure.
You ready for Friday?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
I know you're ready, but I don't think we're ready.
Yeah, I don't know. I say I'm ready, but I don't know. We'll see on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah. I just what I'm nervous about is an ugly cry. I don't want to start ugly crying. I don't want to wake up the next morning like, oh, why did
man.
But oh well, if it happens.
If you were watching here before the
heart.
commercial break, I asked Elida, you know, what was one of the most meaningful things that has happened in her 30 years of being an artist as Elida Reyna. We gave her a little time to think about. And you said you had a couple of things that were very meaningful to you.
There have been several, but I would have to say that there's two that really, really, really stick out to me. And it's, you know, there's nothing like the power of music and how it affects people. And I can't help but think of Juntos Hasta Morir when we recorded that song, and just like how much it impacted like so many people because of the video. You know, when you watch the video and what it's about, and I guess I didn't realize at the time, you know, you're busy, even though it was about a certain thing, it's not until, you know, things start to happen. And what I mean by that is a couple of years after that, we had a fan reach out to us that her mom loved, you know, Elida Evante. And I think we played at her, no, we hadn't played, not yet. We played at her daughter's quinceañera years later. But her mom eventually she got cancer. And so they loved the song Juntos Hasta Morir. So I think we performed in Uvalde. And
the Lone Star, yeah.
Yeah, the Lone Star. The mom didn't know where she was going. Her kids just said, get ready because we have a surprise for you. We're going to take you out to we're going to take you out. So they took her to Lone Star and we were performing. And so she was so excited because we, of course, gave her like a little package of like you know, the EYA goodies and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But what the most beautiful thing that I've never even experienced is that I think, I don't know, somehow we were able to single her out.
They let them dance in the dance floor.
We asked
Her
them
and
to
her
come to
husband.
the middle of the dance floor. I think at the time, Louis was with us.
Yeah.
And Louis put the spotlight on her. It was like something out of a movie. And we dedicated the song to her and her husband. And we dedicated Juntos Hasta Morir. And they sang and they both cried, and her whole family, her kids were all there. Her grandkids were there, and they were all crying, and I couldn't look.
You were singing with your back to
I was
the wall.
like, yeah, I
And
just
all the
couldn't
people
look
there
away.
respected and
Everybody
it
was
just-
crying. It was just so
Yeah, it was
emotional,
just
so
tough.
beautiful. And months later, she passed away.
Yeah.
And so those are some of the memories that I'll carry with me forever. I had another one as well here in San Antonio. Little girl loved Juntos Hasta Morir, and her last dying wish was to come on stage with me and to sing a song, Juntos Hasta Morir. And we invited her to come up. It was beautiful. And again, the same, you know, she passed away as well. But she's in heaven now, and so, I mean, those are just the power of music. I mean, that just goes to show you the power of music. So, yeah.
I think that song Juntos Hasta Morir, like,
Yeah.
that's one of those songs that you can take so many different ways, right? Like you know.
And it wasn't for Turner. It wasn't. Turner wasn't the
Turner
initial.
wasn't the one that, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'll be transparent with you. I really was hoping that Oscar from the Mafia would perform it with me. That was my
That's who
bucket.
we wrote it for.
That was my bucket list. And so, and you know, it just didn't happen. And it just so happened, you know, that we're in the studio and Turner like walks by, you know, in the hallway. Hey, what's up, guys? He walks in the studio, and we had just, you know, heard that Oscar wasn't going to be able to do it, and we had to finish the song. You know, we had to finish the album, and we're like, hey, what do you think of the song? Hey, what do you think of the song? You know, and he's like, well, it's good. Like, hey, well, you want to record it? He's like, well, let me see. And he's listening to the song. He's like, well, it's okay. It's good. It's good. And then I guess his girlfriend really liked it because she was with him. And she couldn't stop humming it. Then the next day he comes in and he's like, well, my girlfriend couldn't stop humming it. So I guess it's catchy, right? It's a good song. He's like, I think I'm ready to record it. I'm like, okay, well, let's do it. So then he recorded the song. And then at the time I had one of my good friends who had just been diagnosed with cancer. And I told Lalo, I think we need to base the song. The video has to be about that. You know, there's so many people affected. Let's make it about that. So then that's when Lalo, you know, Turner, Lucky, they all like just kind of we all got together and made it happen. And the rest is history. And now that's one of the most viewed videos of our...
One of the biggest songs.
One of the biggest
For Tejano
songs.
music, that's up there.
Yeah.
That's up there in the top 5.
Yeah.
probably
For sure, yeah.
Most
Yeah.
viewed. Well, again, right place at the right time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
God does good. God just.
Well,
I mean-
that
does
song,
stuff
yeah,
all the
that
time,
song
you
was
know what I
supposed
mean?
to be for Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was meant for him. So
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And speaking of Turner, you know, that guy, just an amazing vocalist, bro. An amazing vocalist. He's done great things, and you know, I want to give him his flowers because again, that song, that's me and my wife's favorite song, like of all time. Like that's, you know what I mean. So, thank you for making Turner the vocalist on that song, right? Because I really
well,
dig
we
that
thank
song,
him.
man.
We thank him.
Yeah.
I don't know, Eddie. A lot of people wanted to say goodbye to you. And I don't think they're saying goodbye in a sense of like, hey, I'm not going to see you again. I'm not going to talk to you again, right? But they're saying goodbye to the chapter in the middle of this big book, you know, like this Elida Reyna book. And being able to do what we do and do these interviews and become friends with so many of you guys. Me and Eddie, we did a little something. You know,
Oh, yeah?
You thought that was bad right there. You guys thought that was bad. You know what? I'll be quiet. Eddie, take it away.
Hey, what's up, Elida? It's your friend Lucky Joe. We're on our way to San Antonio, esta donde la música nunca para. Pero we wanted to take this time to wish you a good farewell on your retirement. Que Diosito te bendiga. Y your shoes are going to be very hard to fill. So on behalf of me and the guys, good luck on your retirement. Nos vemos. Blessings.
Elida Reyna, this is a quick message from myself, Mike Gonzalez, from all the Iconics, from Jimmy G up in heaven, and all of the Gonzalez family. Elida, thank you for everything that you did for the Tejano industry. May God bless you with many, many years to come with whatever it is you decide to do. I'm sure it's going to be great. So again, enjoy your retirement. May God bless you. Thank you for everything that you did here, for recording hits like this with Mr. Jimmy G, and once again, making them hits for everybody to enjoy for the rest of their lives. God bless you, Elida, and enjoy it.
Elida, congratulations on a great career and the best of luck on your retirement. Enjoy, but I know we'll see you on stage soon. Take care. God bless.
Elida, mira, mija, I want to thank you very much for all the music you have provided your career, okay? You know, I go back too many years, and the story you told me stayed in my mind for the longest time, and I appreciate that, okay? Enjoy. Now that you're not going to be on the road, okay? God bless you.
Late mi corazón cuando estás aquí, se acelera sin control. Sí, escucho tu voz, tiemblo de emoción, cortas mi respiración. Junto a ti, la vida es bella, no tienes idea. Solo tú me haces feliz, adicta a ti, adicta a tu amor, adicta al veneno que tienen tus besos, que quema tan lento, después me revive. Si dices te quiero, la realidad.
Hey El, how you doing? Fellow retiree here. Wishing you the best. You represented the industry extraordinarily well. The pride of Mercedes, Texas. You've done really good, Elida. I'm very proud of you. You got some bona fide hits on your belt, and now you don't have to go eat bad food, travel on the road, and sleep in crooked positions. Now you can enjoy life. I know we're going to both miss the stage very much, and I wish you the best. I know you'll be great in whatever you decide you want to do.
Hola amigos, this is Michael Salgado, and I want to send a special farewell shout out to a good friend of mine. We've known each other for years, and she's given us great music throughout the years. I'm talking about none other than Elida Reyna. She is retiring, so I want to wish you all the best. Now that you're going into a new chapter of your life, I want to thank you for all the great music. God bless you, and the best to you always. De parte de tu amigo Michael Salgado.
Well, Ellie Pop, here we are, your final show. I can totally relate to how you feel right now. Congratulations, my friend, on 30 years of dedication, passion, discipline, and sacrifice. Most people don't really realize how much we really sacrifice of ourselves for the music and for our fans and for what we love to do. But glory to God for giving us the beautiful gift of music, right? Because we've really connected with people throughout our careers. And you have done that tremendously on a very high level. And I just want to say how proud I am of you. And I'll never forget, and don't you ever forget, that together you and I made Tejano music history as the first females to ever collaborate together. So that'll always stay in my heart. And I remember the day you stepped on my bus and you weren't even in the music industry yet. And you were just going to be starting out. You were asking me questions and sat there very quietly at times, but I remember that like it was yesterday. And then lo and behold, we become good friends. We collaborate, we make history, and here we are. But I tell you something, This next chapter of your life is going to be beautiful. Trust me when I say this. You're going to be in rooms where you're really valued and where you're going to grow and we're going to learn a lot about yourself. Trust me, it's coming. And I'm very excited for you about that. But all of the honor and glory to God for the gift of music. And I'm here for you always. Love you.
Elida, Jay Perez here. Just wanted to congratulate you on all your success. Te deseo lo mejor, mucha suerte en el futuro. God bless you, and you've done a tremendous job for this industry, and you most definitely left your stamp here and set the bar very, very high. So, you know, again, congratulations. And what can I say? You've been our queen for such a long time, and we hope that on behalf of myself and Roxy and my entire band, we wish you the very, very best, and good luck to you and Lalo and all your lovely family. Muchas gracias por todo, and congratulations, and enjoy your retirement.
Hi, Elida. It's me, Roxy P. I just wanted to say I'm out here fishing with Jay, and I was thinking about you and your retirement, and I just wanted to say that you made an amazing impression on me the first time I met you years ago on the Luna Llena video shoot. And that just really stuck with me, and being able to watch you and your career span through all these years has been truly a privilege. And every time any of us females step out on the stage, you have been an encouragement to us. So as I'm out here enjoying this beautiful day fishing, I'm sure you're gonna have many beautiful days off yourself, and happy retirement, and thank you for everything that you've done for the Onda.
Hey, Elida. This is it. This is it, right? This is your farewell tour. This is goodbye to this chapter of your life. And I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for your contribution to music. You are now a icon, a legend. And I'm so excited as well for your new chapter in your life and for the things that are coming for you. But God, you've done so much. And it's been a long journey. It's been a long road. But you won the great battle. You succeeded. And what you dreamed, you accomplished. I want to say thank you from this 14-year-old fan that met you back then and took a picture with you. Back then I was a fan, and today I'm happy to say that I'm your friend. Thank you for all the beautiful memories, and cheers. Here's to new beginnings and to all the new memories that are coming for us to make. God bless you, and wishing you nothing but the best. Your friend always, Jesse Turner.
El, on behalf of the Martinez family and your entire family at Freddie Records, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you on this incredible milestone, the final show of your farewell tour. As your record label, it's been an honor for Freddie Records to have played a part in your musical journey. And like everyone else, we can't wait to see your next chapter. So tonight, as we celebrate your incredible career, we thank you for sharing your voice and your passion for music with all of us. We love you, and we're so proud of you. God bless.
Wow. I'm not expecting that.
Just some of the homies that me and Eddie have got to know along this journey that we started. You know what I mean?
Wow.
First of all, I want to thank everybody that participated, everybody that I sent messages to. It was funny because people would, as soon as I would get the video, I would look at it and I would send it to Eddie. And, you know, sometimes we're at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, I'm not going to mention names. But it was really awesome to see that, you know, I reached out and people right away like, hey, I'm in, like, you know what I mean, for El. That made me tear up, like, because I know all those people mean a lot to you, man.
Yeah, sure. Each and every one. Sure. I don't even know. I'm speechless. I was not expecting that at all. It's beautiful. Like each and every person that was just on, I just had such a beautiful relationship with, and I have beautiful history with them, and 33 plus years. I mean, and so I thank you for that. I don't know what to say.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I love you so much. Thank you.
That was really, really cool. Well, I promised the crowd, I promised the chat room that we would, ask some questions. Eddie has got some questions, but yeah, let's do those first, because I got one last question for you.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up.
Sure.
Eddie, you get some questions?
From Eddie and Becky from Toledo, Ohio. Question: I know the Lord is a major part of your life. Do you plan on recording a Christian album in the future?
So the question was from Toledo, Ohio. If you didn't get to hear Eddie, is Elida ever planning to record a Christian album?
So let me just tell you what I just had an epiphany of something that I just talked to some really good friends about, and it was about the story. If you know the story about Jonah and the big fish or the whale, and how he was led to go to a certain city to go preach the word, and the way that those examples are given in the Bible for a reason, and the way I interpret that, and it came to my mind. I feel like God put it in my heart, and I thought, Jesus, God has given me this gift, a voice. How am I going to just stop singing if he's given me this gift? It would be disrespectful to him, I would think, that God gives you a gift and then you don't use it. And so that's a great question. I would love to record, a Christian song. I don't know where it would take me, but I would do it for the Lord. And I would love to record an album. And Freddie has already said, you're more than welcome. The studio's yours anytime, any day, and whenever you want. So thank you, Freddie, for that. And so I would love to record. I would love to record some Christian music in the near future. And so yeah, the answer is yes.
And see where that takes you.
I would love to see where that takes me.
This is otro chapter after the familia chapter.
And now that you're saying that, and seeing what Shell just said, and thank you, Shell, for those beautiful words. And then Jesse, what he just said. But I just had an epiphany as I'm watching Jesse. I see the Lord in him and all the things that he does. And he goes to, he's always there for those that they lose a loved one. He's there. He goes to the funerals and he says, beautiful words for, I can foresee him doing things for the Lord in the future. That's what I see in his future. And, he still has a beautiful career in music, but for some reason, I foresee something, he and I coming together to do something really beautiful and special for the kingdom of the Lord.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
You guys heard it right here.
God's plan.
She's not done singing. She's not going to see her on tour, right? But I sure would love to hear a Christian song from Elida Reyna. That's absolutely for sure. Thank you for that question. We got a couple more already.
Yeah.
It says a question for Eddie: in all the years in the industry, what was your most memorable performance and why?
Your most memorable performance and why?
It would have to be the first. There's two, because I've been asked this question before, and I automatically thought of Monterrey when we performed in Monterrey. But I also think of my first time I stepped on stage, and I remember myself in my blue dress singing Luna Llena at the Tejano Music Awards for the very first time. That was something I'll never ever forget. So probably the most memorable.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Saludos to Destiny Navaida. She's out there watching.
Hey, Destiny. Yeah, I love you. Thank you.
One more, Eddie. You got one more for the... They answered? Okay. Well,
yeah.
Lalo, this question, I read it over and over again, and I asked myself the same thing. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of us can ask ourselves this question, right? It's, especially if you're older. Elida, what would you want your great grandkids to know about you as Elida Reyna, the artist?
Wow, that's a great question. What would I want them to know about me as the artist?
As the artist.
That's a good question.
Because they know you're going to be a great grandma. You're going to be an awesome great grandma, right? But,
yeah.
That for 30 years, you had this, they can go back and, there's going to be YouTube. They can go back and see all this music. But what would you want them to know about Elida, the artist? Your great grandkids, not your grandkids now, but your great grandkids.
Gosh, you got me on that one. I mean, I would just have to say that, and I would hope my kids, would pass on that, you got to really, if you dream big, work hard, and I feel like I've done that. I'm shown that to my kids, that they pass it on to their own kids, that there's something that you really want in life. And, I come from a small town. Like, who would have ever thought, I had those dreams for myself. And even though there were people that didn't believe in me, and that's what I would tell my grandkids, there are going to be people that they don't believe in you. They're going to be, but I had something special. And you know who believed in me? My dad believed in me. And then after that, my husband believed in me. And if there's that one person that believes in you, that can give you that encouragement, that keeps you going. And for me, I've been very blessed in that, but you're not always going to have that. You're not going to have cheerleaders. Sometimes you just you gotta tread forward and you gotta get through it, but you're going to get through it. And, I had to learn it the hard way. It took me a long time to get there where I wanted, but my dad told me one thing, and it always stuck with me. He said, no es el que llega primero, es el que sabe llegar. And this is before he got sick. And I'll take that with me forever, is that it took me a long time to get here, but I accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish, and I'm happy with everything that I've done, and I'm so grateful. If it wasn't for my fans, they've gave me this beautiful platform. I'm just so blessed.
I think your grandkids are going to be able to go to school and tell some great stories about their great grandmother. And Elida, one thing that I want to touch on before we call it a night is like you definitely represented the 956 and everything that you did. You said you brought up your hometown, Jesse brought it up. Freddie brought it up. Bobby brought it up.
Yeah.
I think people like yourself, we can see, like other little girls can see themselves in you. Here is somebody that we listen to the music, all our lives. So we see on stage, we get to see them at festivals or whatever. But when they see you, they meet you, they realize that you're one of us. You know what I mean? You're not. At the end of the day, you take the microphone away. They can see them and yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I admire that. I admired that over 30 years, no crazy, nothing crazy. No, just always had set the example for young girls, not just young girls, just for our people, year after year after year. And it's for me, it's sad. It really is. Like I'm really, really sad that I'm not gonna be able to go to an Elida concert and dance with my wife, Juntos hasta morir, or a cumbia.
Well, you can on Friday. You can on Friday.
We can on Friday, right? It's gonna be emotional again. Like I said earlier, not just for you, Elida, but for us as your fans, your friends. The people that have been around you,
bro. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I was just about to say that I think the reflection on the years and if you could turn these cameras around and you see all the people that are here with us, the support system that we've always had. I mean, some of these people that are on the other side of these cameras they were friends or they were fans, and now they're close, dear friends, and now they're just family, it started here. As soon as we got here, it's like, what do you need? We got this, and we got this. And it's so much work, right? But the whole tour, but especially this show, right? And then even the people that are going to show up on Friday, more people that are just supportive. I mean, everybody that's here, from my partner doing the show to all the people helping us with wardrobe, Paula, and that I see Vero there, Jen, Jorge. These, I want to say something. Jorge and Jen that are here, they planted that seed, bro. They planted that seed in us. They took us to church. When she thought she was lost and I was there, we were in the woods, bro, and they planted that seed. And so I think as they see us continue to especially Elida, it was tough. I remember when she was going through that, I called Jorge. I said, dude, I don't know what's going on with Elle, but you need to call her. Something's happening. It was like she was rewiring everything that she had, and Jorge prayed for her. And so I don't need to keep going down that, but it's very important.
It is.
Because people are gonna ask why. Well, that's why. Something happened. And then you start to realize, like she said earlier, you start to realize the importance of everything. Now you start thinking, man, is it worth going all the way to Lubbock and driving at 5 o'clock in the morning and you're risking your life? My job is to be at home with the kids and the grandkids and spend the weekends and do those things. And I can only speak on ourselves because all the bands, they have to play and they have to tour and they have to work, and I totally get it.
This is our story.
This is our story.
Yeah.
It's just our story.
And we get it because we've been there. We
yeah.
we loved, we love what we do, but there comes a moment where you have these, like, where you might have an accident where you're, we've had a lot of these, and you think to yourself, like, I've had an accident. I've had a rollover accident. I almost died on the road performing. But I was young, and, you're just still, I was hungry, and I wanted it. And, but you come to a point in your life where you realize, hey, I'm not that as invincible as I thought. And then things just kind of start to unravel. And then that's when I started to really question things in life. And I think we all have been there or will be there someday. And that's when things started to happen for us. And that's when we made the decision that this is right for us. I know that, I'm sure, and the question amongst, maybe other in the industry, like, why? Yes. But this is our why. This is our reason. For everybody, it's different. And so,
we can still, the beautiful thing is that we can still record. We can still make music. We can still do those things. We're very blessed that we have that opportunity to continue to do that if we want to. It's a beautiful place to be in, Bumper, like, where you can just dictate when you want to record, you go record. But when you're forced to record and you're forced to do these things, not because a record label's telling you to do that, but you're forcing yourself to do that. And you start searching and you're looking and it's like, it's never good enough. And then boom, something happens and it's like, you're good.
Yeah.
But I'm talking gibberish until you.
No, dale, bro.
I'm saying I'm talking gibberish until you understand until you feel what we both went through, But again, if Elida says it all the time on stage. Well, this year she started saying, "Hey, you know what? I'm always gonna be there. I'm on your phone, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. I'm always gonna be there." At your quinceañeras, at your weddings, at the women having... Dude, during COVID, she would get these snaps, or what is it, Snapchat?
Yeah, I would get these wonderful videos of women, like, we couldn't go out anymore, so they would send me videos where they were all getting together and they were singing.
Yes. There was a lot of that.
And it was beautiful. Yeah. Like, I
and that's not going to stop.
Really enjoyed that, so...
It's just the touring, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you, too.
I know, as fans, we're definitely going to miss Elida Reyna coming to our towns, coming to our festivals. But you said at the beginning, Elida, everything good must come to an end, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the great thing about it is that you get to call the end.
Right.
And nobody's calling it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you guys took the time right now to explain that a little more for the people of the industry, because there's a lot of people in the industry watching the show tonight. And for you guys to stop and kind of explain a little more, well, there you guys go, man. And before we call it night, Lalo, on behalf of me and Eddie, man, I want to thank you guys so much for always including us. And, you included us, and when you wanted to do the announcement, we drove down there. And, I started the show where I said, I didn't think this was going to happen. And I did that for a reason. I left it alone because I wanted to bring it back up at the end of the show. I didn't think this was going to happen because the conversation with Lalo was transparency, right? He said, hey, you need to come down because if you and Eddie don't come down, that's it. We're doing the tour. There's not going to be no more podcasts, no more interviews. Ya, se acabó, right? So I'm like, man, well, Eddie, I guess we got to go. And I got a speeding ticket, as a matter of fact, going down to the valley. But the guy saw my hat next to me. He said, what do you do? And I told him what I was doing and where I was going. Hey, you have a good day, man. And I didn't get a ticket. So
that's so
shout out to
sweet.
the trooper there in George West, Three Rivers area. But so going back to that, you know, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much, man. Really, really. Thank you for 30 years. Thank you to your crew. Elliot, thanks for just being so humble. I don't think you get enough credit of standing in line for hours on end after you've just given us a 2-hour show of high energy. You get off the stage, you stand there, you take pictures after pictures, autographs after autographs. And, you know, some raza, ya know how y'all are. Everybody has a story, right? And I get it. Like, I'm there. I see the, artists. But you know what? They never say, you know what? I don't got time for that. You're there. You lend them an ear. And it's awesome. And one thing we didn't bring up that Elida does, you help out a lot with the elderly.
Yes.
Right?
And that was a thing that was real big for me when I started to just get more into the word about how when Jesus, he came to serve, and that it just hit me a different way. And I'm like, that's what I need to do. I need to serve. So I serve the community as much as I can. I work with Med Team as part of it as well. We just, when you walk into a daycare and you light up person's day, it's just, taking a picture, sitting there with them. I think for me, it just reminds me of my grandparents, like when I used to sit with my grandma while she was having her cafecito with her pan dulce, and I would have these great conversations with her. And it's almost like reminiscent. Like I feel like I'm having a conversation with my grandma all over again. So it's just a beautiful thing to be able to give back like that. Also to just giving back to just different community events, Fish and Loaves and Fishes. I think I just did an event this weekend with good friends of mine who are giving back to the community. This is important, if you have that platform, and I don't just speak for myself, I speak for anybody within our industry, that we should always give back as much as we can. And you know what? These are all things that are going to be rewards in heaven. God rewards you for these things. But you want to do it from your heart, and
yeah, for sure.
For sure. And like I'm so proud of Bobby, for what he's doing, and for he's going to be serving serving people. We're doing it in different ways, but still the same purpose is to serve and serve others, and so that's so important, especially within our culture, our Mexican culture, that we don't, there should be more of that love and
we need to
participation.
support each other.
A little bit more. And so
I think people thought we were gonna come in here and start saying all kinds of negative stuff, and we're too blessed to go through that. And it's I was gonna ask you, man, before we leave, there's just we gotta say some thank yous, bro, if you don't mind.
Oh no,
Definitely.
hey Lalo, you know what? I'm just gonna quit. Lalo, it's part of the show. We give you.
There's just
so before we give you the thank yous
Yeah.
and all that, I want to tell everybody. Back to the conversation. So I called Lalo and I said, Lalo, I know you're coming to San Antonio. I know the final show, and I know what you told me. You told me, Bump, we're not gonna do interviews, whatever. I said, man, I'm just gonna throw it out there. A ver. Maybe. Lalo, what do you think? Can we squeeze in an interview that week? And he said, I'll call you back. I don't know if you remember. You took like 10, 15 minutes. You called me back, like, look, we talked through some things, and you were like, hey, let's do it. And so I got off the phone with you. Of course, I'm going to get in trouble for saying, sometimes I don't even call my wife right away because I'm excited. I call this knucklehead right here. I called Eddie. I'm like, Eddie, this is going to happen, bro. We're going to do this. You know what I mean? We're going to. So, we're both really excited. So I want to thank both of you, man, from the bottom of my heart, for one, believing in me and believing in our platform and what we're doing. Thank you guys so much, because you could have always said no. I don't know who the hell you are, but here you are. You know, multiple times I've had the chance and the privilege of interviewing you guys. So for me, it's been an honor.
Well,
and thank you so much.
Thank you guys for putting in the extra effort and continue doing what you're doing, bro. You guys do a great job, and
thank you.
We love you guys. And I'll make it quick because I know Elida has. I just want to thank our band first of all. I want to thank Milo, Papo, Christina, Nick Rodriguez, Nick Banda, my best friend, Ito, our road crew. Jacob, I forgot Jacob. Our road crew for all these years. Freddie Records, 18 years or 19, I think. With
19 years.
We
with
know
Freddie
how
Records.
long. Quick story. We know how long because when we signed with Freddie, Elida was pregnant, but we didn't tell him.
That's for another episode.
We didn't tell him. We
waited
signed
till we
and
signed
said,
the
hey, by the way,
signed the
she's
dotted
pregnant.
line.
And
was this after the signature?
Yes, this is after
it
the
was
signature.
still wet. The signature was still wet.
Yeah, but we said, but we have a plan. We can go in there and we can record the album.
Yeah.
It should take 9 months. And that's exactly, we finished the album and we were on the road within, I don't know, baby.
After Layla was born, 2 weeks after Layla
There
was
you
born.
go.
We were back,
on the road.
Yeah.
So Freddie Records, of course, all the promoters, whether I fought with you or not, I love you. All the years. To Myra, who's been our
Thank you,
friend
Myra.
for many years, and she finally
Yes.
joined us after all these years. And she's been such an amazing support system. This tour.
We want to thank Pájaro.
Pájaro, yes, for
Thank
doing
Pájaro.
this tour with us.
Thank you. And Toby.
Toby
Thank
De
you
Luna.
for everything.
Oh, that's another thing. She got the. I dropped my phone, but she got the proclamation. She's getting the proclamation on Friday.
I'm done. I'm just gonna hang up.
Go ahead and say it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, Lalo. I'm just messing with you.
I just don't want to mess it up.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I'm gonna say she got something from the HEB, and that's completely wrong. Baby, you have any more?
You know, I want to thank these beautiful ladies that are right in front of me, Paula and Vero. I mean, we could just tell you stories. I mean, I'm getting ready, putting my corset on, whatever. My hands up against the wall. These girls are putting everything on. They've seen it all. They'll just put it out there. Paula's seen it all. You know, the sacrifices, you know.
Yeah,
but I'm so grateful to them for always, you know, going above and beyond. To J-Lo right here, Ms. J-Lo Maruquin. Jorge, like Lalo said, they planted the seed one day. We were having at a Christmas party, and he said the most beautiful prayer. Everything just changed for me, you know. So thank you for that, Jorge, J-Lo. Vero, my friend Vero. My best friend Letty, back home. She's bringing my wardrobe that wasn't ready for me. I have these two amazing outfits that I'm wearing for this special occasion, this event. So I thank her for always being there for me. Brittany as well, my kids, Natalia, Justin, and Layla. I'm just so proud of them. Love them to death. My grandkids. But also my mom and my dad, because if it wasn't for my dad believing in me that now has dementia, I wouldn't be here. Because it's from my dad. If it wasn't for my dad that believed in me, I don't know if I would be here. And so, thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom. To all my family, too. And I'm sorry. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to cry. But aside from them, our band is so amazing. I love them. They're my family.
I think I forgot Papo. I think I did,
Okay.
and he's
Papo
like my
Papo's
number
been
two.
such a
He's-
significant
oh my gosh.
part of who we are.
Big time.
You know, always there at the studio with us, tirelessly working there. And also wanted to mention, you know, when I think of the 956, I think of Roberto Pulido.
And tell him the
Sorry.
story. Tell him the
When-
story. Yeah.
When I saw Roberto, Bobby played in, I think it's Corpus, and we were doing promotion there. So we're like, hey, well, let's go see Bobby perform. And so we called Jimmy up. Jimmy's like, yeah, come. Then we get another phone call. Hey, well, if you're coming, why not get on stage with Bobby? So I was like, sure, you know, got up on stage. And so.
But there's a story that Robert was talking about the palm trees.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. But before that, when I got on stage, I told Bobby, and this is a true story. I've never voted in my life. I've never voted, and that's a long story. But I'm not gonna go into that. But I told Bobby, now that you're running, I'll vote for you because I love you, you know, and I'm gonna support you. And that'll be the first time I ever vote. So I just wanted to put that out there. But as I'm getting off stage, Roberto's sitting there watching his son, you know, so proud of his son. He's sitting there, and I went up to him and I said, you see this palm tree that I got tattooed on me? I said, this is because of you. I said that every time that I would drive into the Rio Grande Valley, I think of you. Oh, is it on this side? I put it on this side because I'm a lefty, and when I hold my microphone, I wanted to make sure that everybody would see my palm tree. This palm tree right here that represents the 956. But this, when I look at it, I think of Roberto Pulido. That every time I would drive into the valley and you see all the palm trees, I would think of Roberto Pulido. And I say that because when I was a little girl, we lived in Dallas, and we would drive down in the summer, and as soon as I saw the palm trees, I would say, this is where Roberto Pulido lived. And so I had to get it tattooed on me. And so that's what this represents. And
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So when he brought up that story, that's what
he was talking about.
That's why he says, I'll never forget that story.
Explain that. That's cool, because I would have been watching it and like, what was he talking about?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so I got the info. So she's being recognized by the city of San Antonio, Texas Music Office, Office of the Governor. Texas flag will be flown that day at the Alamo, correct? Yeah. And Friday. And then the Bexar County District Clerk with flag being flown at the Alamo. That's one. So those are the things she's being recognized for on Friday. So it's another. Then Toby worked really hard on that.
Music Office of the Governor of Texas. They do great things.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to those guys. I get to work with them a lot. I get to work a lot with Mr. Toby DeLuna. Saludos to that guy.
And then the city of Mercedes calls and says, hey, well, we want to give her a proclamation. I said, no. I want her face on the water tower. That's what I want. Just like Freddie Fender, bro.
I told Lalo, you know what? That would be great, but unfortunately, they knocked the water tower down, so that's not going to happen.
We'll put it on the canal.
I said, I'll be lucky if I get maybe a street or something.
Or right there when the city limit, the sign like the Palominos when you go into Uvalde, the big home of Elida Reyna.
I say we have a street way in the back where all the cantinas are we call it Skid Row. Maybe they'll give me that. Maybe they'll give me that street.
They'll name it after you.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a great evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, don't forget. Can we get a live update or no, Miss Marroquin? Can we get 73 tickets left, right? Yeah. So tonight by midnight, we got to knock those out. If not, you're going to be watching from outside the Majestic. You're going to just be looking in, everybody walking in, dressed to impress. Speaking of dressed to impress, I want to give a big shout out again one more time to our new sponsor, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, Pinners, right? They had me dressed from head to toe. So guys, if you see me Friday wearing the same outfit, because I only wore it here for a couple of hours. So
you're going to wear that on Friday.
Can I wear this one?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not good.
I think you're ready for stage, bro.
I might just go stand in front of the theater in line right now to get ready for the show. But to everybody who tuned in tonight, everybody who shared tonight's live, thank you guys so much. It is an honor to have both of these guys on the show once again, and again, even a bigger honor to be able to say farewell to Elida, and the band, Lalo, everybody. And I'm glad you brought up the palm trees and the 956.
Yeah.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're ending this year of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Yeah. Guess where we're ending it at? In the 956, baby. Me and Ellie hit the road again next week, and I promise, ladies and gentlemen, it is on a Wednesday. We've been catching a lot of hell because we've been doing shows on Thursdays and kind of throws people's schedule off. It's okay. We're back on Wednesday. We're doing, we'll leave all that stuff for later. We're going to be in the 956. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to have all kinds of special guests. If you saw the very first show I ever did in the 956, you saw how crazy and necio that got. I'm pretty sure this is going to get as crazy and necio. And that's the last show for this year. 2025 is in the book. We're going to take 2 weeks off, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, fall on Wednesdays this year. So me and Eddie, we're going on a vacation. Eddie, where are we going? Sam's? Spend time with our wives. There you go. Good answer, Eddie. Good answer. But no, so again, if you guys are fans of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, we're going to be at the Barrel House next Wednesday in Edinburgh, Texas, right? And all the bands will be announced this coming maybe Sunday, Monday. We'll let you guys know all the bands that are going to be there. So next Wednesday in the 956 Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, me and Eddie hit the road again. We look forward to seeing everybody there in the Valley. Lalo, Elida, thank you guys.
Thank
we
you.
wish you guys nothing but the best on this next chapter.
Thank you, brother.
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you're still to the beginning of the book. There's plenty more to write.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty more to write. And to all your staff, you know, they always treat me great. Everybody, man. Eddie, you guys,
Great
please,
job,
a big round
Eddie.
of applause for
Compadre.
Eddie and all the hard work he put in
Great job,
this week
brother.
for putting this week's show. And I can't forget a new member of our team, Mr. Richard Puente. He's here. Spectrum News is here, right here. Some of my boys say over here. Everybody that showed up tonight. Again, Richard, thanks for always, reaching out and helping us out whenever we need. We're looking for a driver. Lalo, what are you doing next Wednesday? You going to be in San Antonio?
I'm going to be retired.
Dude,
be done.
me and Eddie need
Free.
we need a driver, fool. We need a driver to get us to the valley.
I'm free.
Maybe you can get us to the valley.
I'm fried.
No, man. El, Lalo, gracias. Everybody,
brother.
thank you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. We'll see you guys this Friday. The Majestic. One more time, Lalo.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, majesticempire.com. If you haven't bought your tickets, there's a few left. And if you did buy your tickets, you're in for a treat.
That's what I'm talking about. We'll see you guys.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
What's up, y'all? LMD, Shelly Lottes. Keep it right here with the most necio person I know, right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.